Hi guys, my name's Rachelbeth, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cute DS case. So I hope you enjoy. Bye! For this video you're going to need your main fabric, so I'm using a scaly fabric. You're going to need your lining fabric and two different coloured pieces of Velcro, so you're going to need white and black. And then for the face you're going to need 4 different pieces of felt, a green, a pink, black and white. You're also going to need some hard interfacing and a glue gun. So you're going to start by measuring your DS. So you're going to do the width, for me is 14 centimeters, and then the length, which is 21 centimeters. So now we're creating the pattern. So you're going to draw a line up, and this line is going to be your width measurement multiplied by 2.75. So this is to allow for the fold over. So for me this is 38.5. And then you're going to draw a line across the bottom, so either side is going to be 10.5. So from the bottom you're going to go up the width measurement by 2, so it's going to be 24 centimeters, and you're going to go across 10.5 again on either side and join the ends. And then from the top you're going to go out 6 centimeters on both sides. Now you can use whatever you want for the curve. I just find it handy to use a curved plate, just to give me an even curve the whole way around. Cut out your pattern piece and you're going to put it on the wrong side of your main fabric. And then you're going to cut around it, leaving your seam allowance. So I'm going to leave about half a centimetre seam allowance around the whole thing, and then maybe a centimetre seam allowance at the bottom. And you're going to do this for the lining fabric as well. So the game slots are completely optional. So if you do want the game slots, you're going to have to measure your game. So for me, it's going to be roughly about 4 by 4 centimeters. So I'm going to put 4 game slots into my case. But again, this is completely optional. So I'm going to multiply the length by 4 and then add a centimetre either side, so that's going to be 18 centimetres. And then I'm going to double the width, and that's going to be 4 again, and then you're going to get 8, and then I'm just going to add on a little extra ease just to fold. So I'm going to go with about 9.5 centimetres. So you're going to sew up along the side and halfway across the top, but you're going to leave a little gap in the middle so you can turn it the right way out. So for Toothless's teeth, you're going to want to make sure it's the same width as the Velcro, and then you're just going to draw out the shape of a tongue and his eye. So once you've cut out your tooth pattern, you're going to cut out 4 of these on the white felt, and then you're going to cut out 2 on one side of the Velcro. So I'm going to use the fluffy side so it blends in with the felt. You're also going to cut out 2 in the black Velcro on the opposite side of the Velcro. So now you're going to lie your 2 pieces of fabric face down, and you're going to place your DS on it so you can decide where you want it to fold. And now I'm going to place my teeth onto the curved part. So the 2 front middle ones are going to be the felt, and then the next 2 outer ones are going to be the Velcro. And once you've decided where you want it placed, you're going to pin down the 2 Velcro pieces, and you can take the rest off. Then you're going to fold your fabric so you can decide where the black pieces are going to line up. So if you want, you can refer back to your pattern so you can see where the fold is meant to be. So now you're going to get the rectangle from your slots, and you're going to place that right where the DS is going to lie. So it's going to be inside the folded part. You're just going to pin that in place. So you can divide it into 4 and you can sew up along those lines. When you're sewing the white Velcro on, I would recommend using a white thread. I forgot to change my baby pink thread, so it's not too noticeable, but white would be nicer. And when you're sewing the black Velcro, I would recommend changing both the threads to a black thread as well, because you don't want that to be visible, it's meant to be hidden. for the slots, you're just going to sew down the side and along the bottom, and then you're going to sew up 3 lines to separate the 4 slots. Once you have them sewn, you're going to thread the loose ends into the needle and just sew them into the back so they're not visible on the right side. You can leave the tail ends long if you want, just as long as they're pushed to the back. Once you have all this sewn on, you can place down the fabrics right sides together and pin along it. So then you're going to sew up the 2 sides, and around the top you're going to leave the bottom open. Once you have this sewn, you're going to cut off all the excess thick fabric, and then you're just going to snip around the curved side, but be careful not to cut your stitches. And then you're going to turn it right side out and just iron it down flat so that the pink side is on the inside. Now we're going to use the interfacing. So you're just going to lie your pattern piece down and trace around it, leaving no seam allowance. So this is why I recommended earlier that if you wanted to do 2 patterns, you could. So you're just going to cut that out, and then you're going to place it inside the case. You're better off making it too big at first if you're unsure on how good your seam allowance is. So then you can just trim away if you want. And then you're going to decide where you want it folded at the bottom. You may need to trim your interfacing so you can fold it. So once you've done this, you can iron the bottom bit folded over, and then you're just going to top stitch down. So for this, you're going to want your bobbin thread to be the pink and your main thread to be the black, and you're going to want to sew with the pink side down. While your threads are like this, we're going to do a top stitch along the top part. So where the 2 pieces meet when you fold it, you're going to sew past there and over the top and down again. So once you have that part stitched down, you're going to fold it over and you're going to change your threads to the black thread, and you're going to sew down the 2 sides. So now we're going to cut out the main facial features. So on the pink felt, you're going to cut out your tongue shape. Then on the green felt, you're going to cut out 2 eyes and make sure they're flipped so you have a right and a left. And then on the black, you're going to cut out the 2 pupils. So once you have all these cut out, you can start gluing them down. So I've already glued down my teeth, and now I'm just going to glue my tongue down so it stops just before the little DS game slots. So if you miss some glue, you can go back and just glue it down. You can use fabric glue for this if you'd like. I'm just using a glue gun because it's faster and just convenient. Then you can glue the pupils down onto your eyes, and then decide where you want them placed on the front. And once you decide that, you can glue the eyes onto the main thing, and that is your case finished. So now you have a cute DS case that can eat your DS when you open it. There is many other ways you can make these cases. It doesn't have to be toothless. It can be a plain floral case with different Velcro, and you don't have to put pockets in it if you want it to be a purse. And you can also add a little ribbon at the side so you can attach a keychain onto it if you'd like. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you do give it a go, please hashtag rachelbeth_DIY on Instagram or Twitter so I can see. Hope you enjoyed. Bye! Do you like it? Yeah? That's great. Glad you do. Glad you like it. Here's the goodie box. Yeah. Yep, bye.